Hello everyone. As you can see, I am in an unfamiliar place for myself. I am under a bridge, and it's not for nothing. Today, I decided to return to my old, stupid, and sometimes crazy experiments. They are, of course, all pointless, but sometimes they can be very cool. And this will be under the heading, Is It Possible? This will be one of the segments on my channel where I will test theories that just come to mind. At the same time, they seem to work but are highly doubtful. And the first idea for today's video is it possible to save a watermelon from falling off of a 20-meter bridge? Throughout this video, Kostya will play the role of a destroyer. Well, I am the role of a savior. We will have something like a game. If Kostya smashes the watermelon, he gets a point. If I save the watermelon, I get a point. If I win, I get all the whole watermelons. And if Kostya wins, he gets all the smashed watermelons, because there's no need to smash watermelons. The first simple and very original way that I managed to come up with to save our watermelon is simply to take fabric and stretch it with Stepan. Come on, Stepan. Now stretch it very tightly. During the whole time when the watermelon is falling, the stretched fabric must stretch so that nothing touches the ground. If this happens, the watermelon is done for. So now we're waiting for Kostya to throw the watermelon. Kostya, let's go! Now, you saw the moment when we didn't stretch the fabric enough and the watermelon touched the ground. So to avoid this, we will now take 4 people and stretch the fabric a little better. I am certain that this method will definitely work. It's alive! Yeah! The watermelon survived, and there's no arguing about it. Of course, there's a small crack, but it's nothing serious. Besides, we have tape. See? It's good as new. And you know, considering that it touched the ground, the result is quite good. Just so you understand, when a watermelon falls from a 20-meter bridge touching the fabric, it has a speed of 20 meters per second. This is very dangerous. But in any case, we saved the watermelon. And the score is 1-1. One watermelon broke, and the second, didn't. Well, for the next watermelon that Kostya will try to destroy, we will save it using bubble wrap. This is the same film that bursts and supposedly calms the nerves. It's so wonderful. All right, let's save the watermelon. Otherwise, we'll tear all these to pieces now, and there will be nothing to save the watermelon. You know, guys, to be honest, I don't know if this will help us or not, but in any case, many transport companies pack parcels exactly like this. So we're about to find out if this helps or not. Now, hurry up, let's put the watermelon in place before Kostya comes. And let's wait until he takes it away. Alright, Kostya has already climbed onto the bridge, and for the first time ever, I will let him speak. After all, he's also the second main character today. Well, let's do it.
Hey bro, Max actually lets you speak. It's your turn. Well, okay.
Well, guys, the bubble wrap ball has landed. But whether there's a whole watermelon in it, we still don't know. The result, the score is 2-1, favoring Kostya. Alright, the next method I came up with, I'm going to try saving the watermelon using a barrel and water. We're fitting the watermelon that best matches the size inside. And again, we leave and wait until Kostya picks it up.
Gold, I fell for fools. Gold, what did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools. Gold, I fell for fools. Gold, what did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did.
And we have another method that didn't work. Well, at least I can say that the watermelon isn't in the worst condition. Almost half of it remains intact. At this rate, I think I'll lose to Kostya today. Well, whatever. What's the point? These are still experiments. That's the main thing. These are my excuses, actually. Okay, let's move on to the next method. Yes, and as you might have guessed, the next way to save the watermelon is cardboard boxes. We've built a 4-meter wall for it to crash into. I hope this method works. Whether it does or not, I don't know yet. Only one way to find out. Here we go. Kostya, go ahead and throw it. Well, in principle, we saved the watermelon. But we didn't catch it. So now I'll stand below the watermelon where it falls and I'll try to catch it with my hands. In principle, I could have done it differently. I could have just tried to catch it with my hands, but that's dangerous. So I'm gonna try using the boxes. The method, in principle, it works. I can credit myself, but nobody caught it. Well, it's very clear here that the watermelon hit the ground and broke. Thus, we understand that there is another way to save the watermelon, and that is with the boxes. The score, 2-3. Not in my favor, unfortunately. Well, let's move on to the next method. For this, we will need ordinary garbage bags. And what do you think I'm gonna do? Maybe I'll open the garbage bag and try to catch it? No! It's much more sophisticated. We're making a parachute. Now we're gonna cut the garbage bag in such a way that in the end we have something like a tarp. Now this huge tarp thing, we're gonna fold it all, and from it, cut about a quarter of a circle. And when we unfold it, we get something looking like a circle. Now let's make about 10 small holes along the edges and thread a rope through them. Alright guys, the parachute seems to be ready, but for some reason I'm not sure if I did everything right, and so therefore we decided to test the first attempt to drop the parachute with a bottle. Kostya, here you go, the watermelon. It's green, yes. And here, and
The
there.
bag.
Yes, it's a bag.
The bag.
Well, what can I say, guys? Basically, this method seems to work, but let's not forget that the watermelon is slightly heavier, about 4 times heavier. So most likely, we'll have to catch it with our hands. Otherwise, the speed will be too high, and at the least, it'll crack, or the most. Anyway, let's launch the parachute with the watermelon. So how do you think we'll attach the parachute to the watermelon? Like all regular people, we have tape for this job. All right, now, Kostya, take this real watermelon. I hope it'll be safe. Okay, go away. All right, now, Kostya is on the bridge, and, oh, I'm a little nervous, honestly. As I mentioned, the watermelon is heavier. Well, doesn't matter. I hope we'll catch it. Here we go. Well, guys, basically, the watermelon survived, but there's a small crack in it again. Can we consider this a success? Absolutely, yes, guys. Because if the watermelon falls from a 20-meter bridge, it simply shatters into pieces. And here, everything's fine. But still, okay, let's make another attempt and try to save it whole. Luckily, we'll have another watermelon. Attempt number 2. Yes, we were definitely lucky. It couldn't have been otherwise. The watermelon had to land right on the pole. Well, in any case, the method works 100%. Everything turned out great. But the only but is that we need to catch the watermelon in time to avoid any poles. Anyway, the damage is minimal. No, Mamix, this doesn't count. The watermelon broke.
That doesn't count. The watermelon broke. And you know what?
For those who think so, look at how the watermelon falls just like that. So, in fact, this is what's left of the watermelon. Now, I hope you really understand that all these 3 methods that saved the watermelon indeed saved it. One crack does not mean anything at all. Well, that's all and that's all. Kostya and I played with a score of 3-3. Well, it's a tie. Friendship won.
Actually, I won.
All right, guys. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this kind of content, we'll keep making more. And how will we know if you liked it? Well, we'll know.